Well, it was very surprising and shocking to us when we heard the story. We had a union that went on a warning strike, and during that period there was a patient who was being managed for a chronic lung condition, and he absconded during the period of the strike. And so it was shocking for us to hear that he had died in this hospital. No patient died in this hospital during the warning strike by the union in the hospital, because the union that went on strike gave us waivers to manage critical care areas in the hospital, like our intensive care unit, our accident and emergency, our oxygen plants, operating theaters. All these areas were functioning. We had over 200 patients on admission during that warning strike. It was a warning strike, and we got waivers to do a lot of things for our patients. So it was very shocking and surprising that it was carried that a patient had died because oxygen was not available, or was denied oxygen. This patient was never on a ventilator or a respirator. In fact, they absconded, they went away with our hospital bills. So it wasn't a question of anybody dying here during the strike. It was a warning strike, and by the 4th day of the warning strike, because of the negotiations with management, the workers came back to work. It was a biased, unbalanced reportage. We expected that you would have also heard our own side of the story. And personally, I didn't feel there was any hurry to have heard that report. We also want to use this opportunity to let the public know that we're a federal government tertiary hospital, and we're open to everybody. We try as much as possible to provide services to our people. We also want to remind our people that one of the warning strikes that took place was because one of the health workers was molested on duty. So we want to encourage our people that when you come to the hospital, try as much as possible to comply with the rules governing the hospital. We don't want people to come and beat up our staff. I'm mentioning this because this was one of the reasons for the warning strike too that we had before this last one by another section of the hospital. We want to encourage the press people and the journalists to be as ethical as possible. Health issues are very sensitive issues. You have to balance it. You have to show a lot of ethics of your profession in reporting health issues. We don't want to give the wrong impression to people that when they come, they will not be well looked after. So I hope that this will be given the publicity that it really deserves. Nobody died during the strike. No, there was no respirator or ventilator that was put off by the striking workers. All our critical areas were functioning well, and the other members of staff were also on duty. So this was a false, unbalanced, biased, and I would say even a malicious report by a medium that we all know very well, that we all rate very high. And I just hope that this has put the records very straight, and that the negative consequences of this report, to a large extent, by this briefing would have been reduced, at least, if not totally, but minimally. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.